William Butler Yeats' Irish Identity. William Butler Yeats illustrated his Irish identity and relates the issues of his country in his published works. Irish literature. History of Ireland's Celtic Iron Age and of the first 4.5 centuries AD was not written down at the time. Committed things to memory and passed them on orally. The literary revival, especially as embodied in the work of Yeats and Sage, has continued to enjoy esteem and influence until the present, but since Irish independence in 1922, literature in English can hardly be called Anglo-Irish. Anglo-Irish is the term denotes people born or living in Ireland who are of English ancestry. Anglo-Irish have traditionally played a disproportionate cultural role in Irish society, particularly in the realm of literature in English. Identity of William Butler Yeats. When I first wrote, I went here and there for my subjects as my reading led me, and preferred to all other countries Arcadia and the India of romance. But presently I convinced myself that I should never go for the scenery of a poem to any country but my own, and I think that I shall hold to that conviction to the end. The causation was one of William Butler Yeats' notes in his 1908 volume of Collected Works in Verse and Prose of William Butler Yeats. Yeats was born on 13th of June, year 1865 in Dublin. His father, John Butler Yeats, was a portrait painter and a writer, while his younger brother, Jack Butler Yeats, was the best-known Irish painter in the 20th century, who was considered as Ireland's first national painter. Most of Yeats' childhood and youth were spent in an atmosphere of bohemian indifference to money values and of genteel poverty, alleviated by a sojourn in his grandfather's home in Sligo, where he developed his profound love of the Irish countryside and its folk. Influencers in William Butler Yeats' writing: John O'Leary, Maud Gonne, John Millington Synge, Douglas Hyde, and Lady Gregory. John O'Leary was a Fenian leader who influenced William Butler Yeats to write the lines "Romance and so grave." Maud Gonne, a nationalist and suffrage, was the great unrequited love of Yeats, who was a subject to many of Yeats' poems. John Millington Synge, one of the most important Irish playwrights of the 20th century. Douglas Hyde, a cultural nationalist, writer, and the first president of Ireland, was a friend and a mentor of William Butler Yeats. Lady Gregory, a playwright, director, and patron of the arts, invited Yeats to her estate, a gathering place for literary and political figures. Successions of William Butler Yeats. Yeats' early reputation as a romantic and symbolist poet who exploited Irish mythic and national material was established by The Wanderings of Oins in year 1889, Poems in year 1895, The Wind Among the Reeds in year 1899. By 1899, Lady Gregory and Yeats created the Irish Literary Theatre, which later on called as Abbey Theatre. Yeats became the president of the Irish National Dramatic Society in 1902 and became the director of Abbey Theatre in 1904. This was the old Abbey Theatre. Also served as a senator in the Parliament of the Irish Free State from 1922 and 1928. Lady Gregory's role as mentor and friend to Yeats and their collaboration were critical to Yeats' development as a writer. William Butler Yeats illustrated his Irish identity and relates the issues of his country in his published works by incorporating or symbolizing things in his works. These are the works cited page.